your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hey, good evening to you. A couple of areas picking up on some rain. A big break, though, for areas near Springfield that saw a lot of rain earlier today. But now, portions of Vermilion County, Fort and Iroquois County have had a few little showers and storms pop up north of Danville, near Potomac, and some other cells here right on the Fort and Iroquois County line as well. We're anticipating a few of these isolated storms to be around as we head throughout this evening, but boy, you can really tell where it has rained way more than in other locations where the clouds stuck around. Springfield down to Effingham, low 70s, as opposed to the 80s elsewhere across the area. So as we go throughout tonight, expecting a lot of cloud cover, a few storms, more rain. As we head into the week, we'll look at that and how the 4th of July weekend turns around. But you're going to be dealing with some heat. We'll talk about it coming up. WCIA 3 News starts
now on WCIA 3 News.
It's a big boost for U of I in Southeast Urbana. What a big donation means for Stone Creek Golf Course.
Anytime that we can, get illegal guns, especially off the street.
And that's what happened, where 2 new policing units are making the streets safer. And there's another outbreak at a senior home where they're trying to stop the spread.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
It'll be important to us that the entire facility be readily identifiable as the University of Illinois Golf Course.
The U of I just got a donation that's expected to have a big impact on the city of Urbana. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The Atkins Group donated more than 300 acres of real estate, and it means Stone Creek Golf Course will open back up. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live in Urbana, and Jamie, this is a big development.
That's right. Stone Creek Golf Course closed in January, and now they're making plans to reopen it. And this means that this could bring big changes for the U of I and Urbana.
I do know for certain that this gift, this plan is certainly I think it's the best possible outcome for this area.
And it's a vision that has community leaders excited. More than 300 acres of land will be given to the Division of Intercollegiate Athletics. Part of that includes Stone Creek Golf Club. The university will have more than 100 residential lots, 70 acres of undeveloped land, and a commercial lot. The plan is to market and sell the residential lots. The university says it will look at ways to improve the undeveloped land.
Some prairie restoration, looking at some organic farming. The land, as I mentioned, has been farmed for a long time, and I think that will be the short-term plan. But as we start to develop that plan more fully with some of our academic colleagues across campus, we're excited about a lot of the different things. That's a lot of land.
At the golf course, they plan to have a clubhouse, pro shop, restaurant space, banquets, and hospitality space, and improvements for the golf team. The plan is for other departments in the university, like Geese College of Business, to also be able to use that land. They want this to be a residential but also business hub for the area, and the mayor says that will benefit the community.
Event activity, entertainment activity out here will generate food and beverage sales tax, and so sales tax, property tax are all very important revenue streams for not only the city, but more importantly for our schools, our park district, mass transit district, the township, the county.
This golf course will be open to the public. It's expected to open by spring of 2021. Reporting in Urbana, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jamie, thank you so much. We have an update for you now. The number of COVID-19 cases tied to a private prom continues to rise. Public Health now says there were 17 people who tested positive. The June 13th event in Mahomet has drawn criticism from officials and locals alike. The event was not okayed by the school district, but at least one government agency knew about it ahead of time. Mahomet's chief of police, Mike Metzler, told us today at least one person reached out to him before the party. He said it's not his department's job to enforce the governor's executive orders, saying, quote, the Mahomet Police Department will not be going on private property to address a gathering because of size or social distancing. We will address complaints that we receive, such as noise, parking, or traffic. Metzler added the department didn't get any complaints from the prom that night. Public health officials also say the number of businesses affected by the outbreak is rising. They say 7 have had cases of coronavirus they can tie directly to the prom. In the past 24 hours, more than 31,000 people have been tested for COVID-19. The positivity rate in the last week in Illinois is just about 2.5%. There are around 700 new cases in the state. That makes more than 143,000. 23 more people have died. Illinois has about 6,900 deaths. And another person has died at a Central Illinois senior living facility. It happened at the Cedarhurst Senior Living in Springfield. Home officials say the woman had tested negative before getting care at a hospital. When she came back, she was positive. 5 other residents at the facility are now infected, along with 2 staffers. Some new police units are helping fight gun violence in Danville. They have already gotten a lot of guns off the streets in just the past few weeks. WCIA3's Courtney Bunting has more.
Danville city leaders are optimistic new police strategies will reduce violence. In the past month, police have taken major steps forward.
When people start shooting indiscriminately, they create a major safety issue for all involved.
Chief Yates says a new initiative his department rolled out in May helped to get these guns off the streets. He says it focuses on community policing and putting officers in problem areas.
The community has really driven it home what's important to them. Gun violence as being one of the top issues for our community, and they expected a response, and this is part of it.
The response came in the form of 2 new police units: problem-oriented policing, or POP, and community housing. The POP unit got 5 guns off the street in just 1 month. A 6th was taken by a patrol officer. The community housing unit has been meeting with new tenants. They've also worked with complexes to handle lease violations. Absolutely. Mayor Ricky Williams says getting to know the community before problems happen helps.
They have time that they can commit to being proactive with people. I mean, it's so much easier to have respect and communication when you know someone, right?
While these efforts are important, Alderman Steve Foster says it will take more than police to solve the issue.
We have to convince people that it's their community. And if it's their community, they need to help us. We can't solve a mystery when you're keeping the secret.
In Danville, Courtney Bunting, WCIA3, your local news leader.
As of 2 weeks ago, 30 people were shot this year in Danville. That's more than half of those shot last year, which was around 40. And last year saw the most shootings since 2014. Many in Springfield are mourning the loss of friends and coworkers after a shooting at the Bun-O-Matic warehouse last Friday. WCIA3's Cole Henke is at the site of a candlelight vigil that's happening tonight. So, Cole, what is the plan for tonight?
Well, the plan is to gather here at Centennial Park to honor the lives of the 3 lost at the Bun-O-Matic shooting. The organizer, Kendra Day, was spending all weekend just kind of looking out, seeing if anything like this was going to be happening. And after a few days, she realized that she should just take matters into her own hands. She said she understands how important it is to come together as a community to share in the mourning of these lost lives. The candlelight vigil is set to start at 7, and it'll take place under pavilions if it does end up raining. Kendra told me that it will go either way. It will continue. Jennifer.
All right. Cole, thank you so much. Funeral services for a Champaign County deputy have been postponed. Taylor Briggs' funeral was supposed to be tomorrow. The funeral home says further details will be provided in the future. Briggs died unexpectedly from an unknown medical condition last week. The pandemic has impacted so many parts of our lives, including cancer care, what experts say is suffering the most. Also tonight, it helped house children of parents who were lost to the Spanish flu 100 years ago, why the Cunningham Children's Home may now be at risk.
Mix of sun and clouds out there as we look at a roofing dog at Gibson Area Hospital camera. As we recap today, 82. It was cooler, but the humidity has still been with us. We've had some rain out there, more rain in the forecast. We'll talk about how temperatures get even warmer as we approach your 4th of July weekend forecast when we come back.